Hi guys, it's me Jo and welcome back to my channel. Today the video I'm bringing to you is my very first TBR video. No, I haven't got any fancy game. I have had a few ideas for ones and stuff like that, but it won't be a game. I'm thinking of maybe having like a few jars of like different genres and I just pick one out, or I read my books in different formats. Sorry, something stuck to my foot. Different formats. So I will read one physical, one ebook and one audiobook roughly around about the same time. And so if I had like a pot for each one, maybe, I don't know, it's still ongoing. So today I am just going to tell you everything that I want to read in May. So I've set out some books that I want to read in May. So the first one that I want to read, that I'm also doing a buddy read with Rosie, is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. So this book is basically, it's about, well, from what I know, because I don't know much about these books or anything like that, because I like to go into them a bit, but from what I've heard, it is about an angel that falls in love with the devil. So that's what I've heard. Some people like it, some people don't, so we'll see how I feel about it. The next one, and I've ordered this especially to read because everybody and their mother is going on about the series at the moment, so I was like, right, I want to jump on that bandwagon, and it is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So from what I've heard about this book, it is about this maiden who she's not allowed any type of pleasure until her ascension or something like that. But yeah, I think she falls in love with her guard, and yeah, it's a fantasy romance basically. So yeah. The next one that I want to read in May is The Adventures of Rufus OMalley by Philip Hussey. So this book is actually by the husband of one of my co-workers at work, and she mentioned that you know, her husband was writing this book, and basically I was like, oh really, you know, I love reading. So I said that I would, because he self-published it. He's actually just finished writing the second one and is in the process of publishing that one. So I've had this for months now, and I did start reading it, and then my daughter wanted it because of the dog on the front of it. So I finally found it in her bedroom while we were sorting stuff out, so I'm going to jump on it and get it read for him and leave a review for him. But it's basically about this dog called Rufus OMalley, and he is, it says he is somewhere, doesn't it? He's an Alaskan Malamute, and it's about his adventures basically, and it's a bit like, it reminds me of The Tale of Redwall with all the talking animals. But yeah, so that one, and it's very, very short, so I can knock that out in a couple of days. The next one I want to read is ebook form, and that is Bridgerton number 5, which is, I think, To Sir Philip with Love. I really should have had a look first. But yeah, From Sir Philip with Love, I think that is. Which is basically Eloise's story. So I have read the first 4 Bridgerton books, which is obviously Daphne, Anthony, Benedict and Colin. And the 4th one is going to be Eloise and her story. Really, really liking the Bridgerton series by Julia Quinn. So that's good. The next one is also another ebook. And that is Cloaked in Light. I think that's what it's called. Hang on a minute, let me just have a look, because I could be wrong. It's not Cloaked in Light, it's Cloaked in Shadow. It's Cloaked in Shadow by Ben Alderson, who used to be a booktuber. I used to watch him years and years ago. Unfortunately, he doesn't make booktube videos anymore. He's focused in writing. He's got a new book that's just released the end of April or beginning of this month, and he's got another one that's coming out in September. So I thought, well, you know, better catch up with his first series. So yeah, Cloaked in Shadow, which is the first in the Drakori series, and it's about elves. Yeah, so yeah. And the next one is actually an audio book that we're reading for the months of April and May. For Katie over at KitKat can read her book club, which is Read Like a KitKat. I'll link everything down below. And that's The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Have no idea whatsoever what it's about. I know everybody, pretty much everybody on BookTube's read it, but I honestly could not tell you what it's about. Not even an inkling. I'm guessing something about bones, but see, I'm absolutely rubbish at this. Absolute rubbish. But also, I want to finish 2 books that I started in April. I want to finish The Six of Crows. So I'm currently listening to this on audiobook because I saw somewhere that basically reading it in book form gets really confusing. So I got it on audiobook. And this is the story of Kaz Breaker and Inej. And yeah. And it's by Lee Bardugo. So I haven't watched the Shadow and Bone Netflix series yet. I've read Shadow and Bone and then was told I need to read The Six of Crows as well first before I start watching the show. And I was meant to get this finished by the time the show started, but what with work and kids and life, I still haven't finished it. And then the second book that I started in April that I want to finish is the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy, which is by Lee Bardugo, which is Seeds and Storm. So I know I'm that much, but actually I'm also listening to this on audiobook and I'm about 60% through. And this is obviously the second book in the trilogy, which is about Lena and her finding out she's got powers and whatnot. You probably all know it by now. So that is everything that I want to read, including the ebooks and the audiobooks that I haven't got physical forms of. So if I put my Kindle on the top there, yeah, there we go. And that's everything that I want to read in May. And we'll see at the end of the month how I got on. So that's the end of the video, guys. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the content that I create, please subscribe. And if you never want to miss a video from me, please hit the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.